And then you have your content, and you have your final paragraph before you conclude the whole thing, before you close the whole thing, right? But in this case, for email, it's pretty simple. Now, when it comes to the opening, now, did you notice that in this sample email message, all right, in this sample email message, the opening is actually the greetings. Okay, so what is the vocab, or what is the word to greet this person? What is it? So you can see that here says hi, right? Here says hi. So this is the opening, right? But you can also include his or her name. You can do that too. So in order for you to do that, you can write, okay? You can write something, oh, sorry. You can write something as simple as hi, Joe. If the person that you are writing to is Joe, all right? If you know that you are going to respond to Joe, then you can say hi, Joe. Now, in some cases there is also an apostrophe, hi, Joe. Hi, Joe. But for email purposes, when you want to say it out, when you want to write it out, it's much better that you leave it out and put it here, because you want to end the whole hi, Joe, the whole greeting. Hi, Joe. Okay. So you can also use such as hello. All right. And a bit more formal, but you can also use it in informal too, but not recommended. Okay, not recommended. You can use dear Sarah, right? Dear Sarah. Make sure that you have your comma here. Okay, you have your comma here. This is also added mark for CA. Okay, so dear Sarah. So if we are going to use this comma here, then we know it's going to be a flow of an idea. Okay, so again, greetings. You can use hi Joe or hello only. I don't mind, but if you want to write a name, you are allowed to. Okay, but please make sure that the name is all about who you are going to respond to. Please don't come up with some random names. Okay, most of the time the questions will have a name from whoever it is. Okay, so just now the email was from a friend Jimmy, right? You receive an email from your friend Jimmy. So the question will have a name included. Okay, so you have to know that it's to Jimmy. So it's either dear Jimmy or hi Jimmy, but like I said, this is not recommended. Okay, this is the most recommended because it's considered informal. All right. Now, when it comes to the content, please make sure that your idea is basically from whatever the question is, from the task given. So for this one, it's focusing on the place, right? We already identified that. It's about the place, it's about the time, and it's about the stuff to bring. So right now, you have to try and brainstorm your ideas. Okay, where can we go? Where can we go? What time can we go? What are the stuff that we can bring? All right. So you got to make sure that you have those ideas. So how you can do that? Like I said before, you can do a bubble diagram, you can do a spider diagram, maybe, as simple as, okay, place. Place, okay. Where do you want to go? If you are going to just write here Selangor, it's not specific, you see? So give a specific name. Where do you want to go for this campaign trip? Maybe Tugu Negara, right? Tugu Negara. Instead of saying Selangor. Where else can you go? Maybe to a waterfall, maybe Kancing waterfall. Oh, that would be fun, right? Yeah, for example. Okay, this is just an example of places, right? But for this case here, this is all about the art class. Okay, weekend art class. So the places, it cannot be this, you know, Kancing Waterfall, Tugu Negara, your content will be out already. Cannot be accepted because it's nothing to do with the weekend art class. It's nothing to do with this. So please be careful. So maybe you could think about places to meet, right? Places to meet. Maybe at school or maybe at a bus stop, right? Those are places. So please make sure that you have to keep it to where the task is asking you to do or to respond to. So where shall we go and when should we register for classes? Where shall we go? So maybe a place like canteen or maybe a lab, you know, maybe the science lab, right? Or maybe at school gate, right? The school gate. And at what time? So you know that this art class starts at maybe 10, right? Maybe 10 a.m. So roughly maybe you want to have breakfast together, then we could meet around what, 8 a.m., right? So you could say 8 a.m. Now make sure you have a spelling of A dot M dot. It's not A M, okay, because A stands for something, M stands for something too. All right. And you can also write 8 o'clock in the morning. You can also write this way as well. Okay. So you can write that way as well. So now we know the time to meet. And if let's say you wish to meet at the canteen, then take the canteen and stuff to bring. What are you going to bring for this weekend art class? Can you bring can you bring a tent? Can you bring a tent? Huh? Why are we bringing a tent? This is just an art class, right? So maybe you are required to bring A3 paper, right? Your own, maybe you would like to have your own A3 paper, right? A3 paper. Maybe you want to bring your best watercolor, and maybe you want to bring some food because you want to have breakfast together, right? Maybe you want to bring what? Sandwiches. But is it suitable for the whole first class? Because you're going to enter that class, right? You're going to enter that class. I think you have to bring some related items, okay? Related items to the first class. So what else can you bring? Teacher, I only have 2 ideas. Okay, I'm okay with 2 ideas. Okay, you don't have to go as maximum of 5. No, you don't have to, because this is, again, word limit, only 80 words. 80 words. All right, so if you have 2 ideas, that will be okay already. But if you want to exceed, if you want to get an excellent mark, maybe you could add on 1 more. Maybe you want to bring crayons, or maybe you want to bring your special pencil, you know, art pencil. All right, so entirely up to you. Okay, so I hope that you got that. All right. So again, for your content, so it's asking you about, you know, what the ideas for the weekend art class. So you can try and say as simple as